Yes, it's an honor and a pleasure to be here in St. Louis and connect with the spirit in this community. I remember when our brother Mike Brown was murdered in 2014. I was in federal prison and I was watching all the events unfold on CNN, and it was just an eagerness for myself to want to be out in the midst of the people protesting and fighting and trying to bring upon the relief that I knew that brother's family wanted and his city wanted. And to now be standing right here now, it's bucket list for me. This is a bucket list moment, and I'm honored to connect with the spirit up through here. Mm-hmm. I know you heard my sister talk about some of the things that I've done, and what she didn't also state is y'all looking at a miracle standing in front of y'all today. As she stated, I was sentenced to life in federal prison in 1996 for drug distribution. However, what put me in a category to receive life is because of me being caught up in the 3 strikes and you're out law. Because I had 2 violent offenses against the Metro Police Department. One is where when I was 18 and I graduated high school, I was on my way to the Navy, and I kind of got overcame by survivor's remorse of feeling like, I was leaving all my friends behind. And a week before I was supposed to go to the Navy, I shot down a police helicopter in Nashville, Tennessee. It was the first time they ever brought it out. And through that ordeal, luckily, I was very smart in school. All my teachers came to my defense, wrote letters to the judges, and they advocated for me to where I received probation for that offense right there. And in the midst of receiving that probation, it didn't dawn upon me that I was going to be kicked out of jail to have to face a police department that looked at me as an enemy at 18 years old. So when I got out, my mindset was basically on, I didn't feel that no employer would hire me because of me having an offense against law enforcement. So I went full-fledged into the streets, and I became a major drug dealer in Nashville on that journey right there, which brought about me eventually getting shot by Metro Police Department. I was running from them, and I jumped over this balcony. When I hit the ground, they was on top of the balcony, and they shot me when I was laying on the ground. And what I did, they violated my probation for shooting down a police helicopter because they said that I was trying to kill them when they shot me. So through those 2 instances, that's what had me fit the criteria for 3 strikes and you're out, because my federal charge was a drug charge. So I got sentenced to life, did 20 years in federal prison from 1996 to 2016. I got a immediate release up under Barack Obama on the Drug -2 Act, because I had my sentence reduced up under the crack law in 2009. They reduced it from life to 24 years. Then in 2016, I got immediate release. They came to my room and told me, they knocked on my door, they was like, they want to see you in the middle. I'm like, no, what they want me, you know what I'm saying? But we was on lockdown. So when I go back there, they like, you got 2 hours to get out the compound. The judge just granted your motion. And this is after 20 years. And the thing about when you got lengthy sentences in prison, most times you don't have access to pre-release classes. You have to be 24 months close to going home. And I got released 3 years prior to my release date. So, you know, I was looking forward to taking pre-release classes and those things of that nature. However, they just kicked me out on the streets. I wasn't eligible for SNAP benefits because my drug offense happened before 1996. So that blocked me from receiving SNAP in the state of Tennessee. So it was luckily I had good family support when I came home to where I was able to, you know, do some of most of all the amazing things that my sister was explaining to y'all, which I worked on Tom Steyer's presidential campaign. He was one of the only candidates in 2020. Him and Bloomberg was the two billionaires, and he was trying to fight for reparations, which was on his campaign. So that's what made me join him, because he was talking about reparations, which I feel, you know, it is needed, but that's not the conversation right now. But as I said, I'm a miracle standing before you all. You know, I was sentenced to life. I shot down a police helicopter. I got shot by the police, and yet I'm still here right now, standing before you all. And not only that, I was a heroin baby. So prior to me coming into this world, I was attacked by this government because, as they say, our government was instrumental in bringing heroin into the black community in the 60s, which my father got addicted to it. And through his addiction, you know, it spilled over to me in the womb. So I know a lot of people talk about second chances. And I'm here to say, I don't think I ever had a first chance. Because when I came into this world, you know, I was already suffering from heroin use disorder as an infant. But yet, y'all looking at a miracle standing before y'all today.